Yeah.
What does a chef wear when cooking a delicious meal? A chef's hat! What's it remind you of? Monsieur Pamplemousse?
Take a chef! Take a chef! Take a chef! Bonjour, take a chef.
Or an onion?
How do we dice an onion? Big onion, look at that. Woo! To the good onion. Good onion is a heavy onion. This is a 6-pound onion.
Do you like it?
Stop pimping me out.
What? So, do you like it?
Well, to be honest, I couldn't really see it very well.
You're such a sclat nut.
No, I'm telling you, the light's not good.
Sunday morning, 10 minutes past 12. It looks like I'm in some sort of heaven because it's so bright in the camera lens. I'm not really sure why, but I've just been for my 4.3 mile run, very specific, and I'm just about to start my leg workout. I'm going to see how 120 kilograms feels for 5 sets of 5 repetitions, and then after that starts to feel comfortable, I'm going to have to increase the weight. But I'll have to buy some more weights to do that. And I am intending to join a gym soon, and some of you have kindly been asking about whether I'm competing in the CrossFit Open. The idea to compete in the CrossFit Games is something I'm aiming for by at least the age of 35, if not before that, because I'm still trying to nail how to do muscle ups, how to do certain movements, like even overhead kettle. Like kettle swings are okay, but there's like a move where they do a kettle swing into an overhead press in CrossFit, which I'm kind of trying to get my head around. But before my squat workout, because it's the day of eating, I'm going to show you everything I'm eating. I'm going to have 6 of these strawberry laces. Oh, why would you put your hand in front of the food, Double A? These are 91 calories for 4 of these, and I'm having 6. So that's going to be 135 calories, which is probably all carbohydrate. A bit on the sour side. I don't normally have something to eat before my leg workout. But it's just because on Sundays I always have a lane before going to church or doing staff training in the evening. So I like to have a little snack before my leg workout, otherwise I don't feel like I'm as strong. It could be all psychological though. I'm going to chuck on my shoes, probably show you a little bit of the leg workout, but all of it will be in another video. And then we'll move on to some more epic eating.
Then you'll discover some of life's best treasures when you pay that price.
Darling, you send me, I know you.
And in one quick YouTube second, I've managed to do 120 kilograms on the squat for 3 sets of 5. I'm sticking with that for now because my left knee has been a little bit niggly, just because I think it is my own fault, and don't do this because I left it about a year and a few months before I renewed some running trainers. I kept my legs very strong, but I started to get a bit of a niggle in my left knee. I now got new running trainers over Christmas, kindly from my sister, thank you so much. But the left knee is still slightly niggly, so what I'm currently doing to get rid of it is I'm doing squats still. Squats feel absolutely fine, and I'm just being a bit careful on my runs to keep the intensity slightly lower. But I'm going to incorporate either every other workout, maybe a few times a week, or even every day if I could. Just a combination of really stretching out the hamstring, because the niggle is around just below the kneecap, kind of located where the cartilage is below the kneecap, just around here. So what I'm thinking is that quadriceps, hamstrings, soleus gastrocnemius, all these muscles connect into the kneecap, so I'm using lots of different angles to stretch out my leg at, stretching out this way as well, testing my dorsiflexion and plantar flexion at the ankle, stretching out the quadricep this way. Going to use a little bit of self massage, and I also am going to use this ankle weight here, so I'll sit back on a chair, then fully outstretch the leg, and then hold it up when I'm sat on the chair, just to basically get my quadricep really strong in an isometric position. It'll place a bit of stress on the knee, so it may hurt at the time, but doing this consistently I think is going to help with recovery. And I will let you know about supplementation I'm going to be using in these next few weeks to help optimize my recovery for the knee, so I can just be a bit more confident doing more isolation exercises on my left side. I'm currently listening to a sermon from HTB by Stephen Foster, one of my favourite preachers, called How to Be a Person of Peace, and I'm going to be putting my weight training stuff away. As I'm listening to it, then I'm going to go inside, have a little bit of Snack Jacks rice cakes kind of thing, but I'm leaving more calories to have this epic stir fry recipe a great mate of mine has recommended me to do. Stick around!
Darling, you
Hi, Claire. How we doing?
Sorry, I just remembered I have to look at your face. It's just, where's the shot?
Funny guy. Well, there's actually quite a few people watching who are very concerned about the Snacker Jack rations at the moment, so I've got to put them out of misery. It was too few in the previous video, but now we've got loads. Oh man. Well, they've been on offer recently, and caramels. Shut it, mate. Shut it. Caramel Snacker Jacks were £1, and I think chocolate rice cakes have been £1 as well. So we've got millions of packets. Yay! Thank you for looking though, Chris. I appreciate that. Always wash your dirty clothes, people. Lesson in life. I'm gonna get some caramel and chocolate rice cakes right now. Only a little bit because I'm saving calories for this stir fry recipe. I've got to go to the carpet in just a second to get the actual stir fry because I've got the chicken, the butter, the stir fry sauce and the noodles, which my mate kindly gave me. And from the fridge, I think we've got some Skyr vanilla yogurt in the other room. Oh, I might actually use that yogurt. That's a Skyr raspberry reduced fat Greek style yogurt, really thick, which I much prefer. My favourite flavour of Greek yogurt is coconut and vanilla. I think the vanilla flavour is infused with the coconut. But do you guys have your favourite flavours? Please let me know. Oh, there's a new flavour, apple and cinnamon, which I've got to show you. Hang on. Apple and cinnamon flavour. Do you want to try any? These are Sainsbury's own apple and cinnamon rice cakes. 71 calories per pack, so 35 calories each rice cake. I'll try not to let the crumbs go everywhere. This is what they look like. I believe the sticky stuff on it is the cinnamon, but there's a massive hit of apple you get first. Tastes quite Christmassy actually, so it doesn't feel like I should be having it in January after Christmas. This sounds really weird as well, but this type of rice cake, apple and cinnamon, the way it breaks is not the same as caramel rice cakes, because when you bite on a caramel rice cake, it seems to break in a completely different place to where you've bitten. No, these ones, they bite so smoothly. It doesn't break anywhere else, even though that one just did. Excuse me, I'm trying to demonstrate my point, and then it doesn't behave. One bite. Apologies for my manners. This snack is equivalent to the couscous I'd normally have later. So here I've got 2 chocolate rice cakes, 1 caramel Snacker Jack, 2 Sainsbury's corn thins, 2 Tesco rice cakes, 3 bits of Sainsbury's dark chocolate, value, very tasty, 34 calories a piece, and then a mixture of raspberry Skyr yogurt, or mixed berry flavour, and vanilla Skyr yogurt. This adds up to roughly 530 calories, I believe, so I've got just over 1,000 calories for this stir fry, which I'm going to be having in the next hour and a half. We've got to have a shopping trip first, though, to get some stir fry, because otherwise it'll just be the fry, or the stir. No, it wouldn't be a stir fry, it'd just be chicken. The plan with the stir fry is I'm going to cook the chicken breast, I'm going to warm that up nicely, and then I'm going to add the stir fry bits with either whole wheat noodles or they're just normal noodles that you get in the supermarket. I can't remember which version he gave me. I'm adding a stock pot liquid jelly thing to it, which is chicken flavour, and then I've also been given, I think it's beef and black bean sauce flavour, so there's going to be a whole load of flavours going on, and he said to add some butter to it. Oh, this is going to be good. I made sure I ate before going on this trip, because this is a quick health tip. I don't recommend any of you who are trying to lose weight to go to the supermarket when you're feeling hungry, because you're more likely to buy a lot of those treats that you normally give into, which are usually your cravings when you're trying to lose weight. Don't do it. Hey, how'd you guys get back before me? Oh boy, guess what? I went to the Co-op just to get stir fry, which I did. So this is the Co-op stir fry I'm going to put within this epic stir fry recipe I'm going to be doing. Cabbage, bean sprouts, red onion, carrots as well. I think a few chestnut. Oh, what's the veg that's called a chestnut thing? It's Chinese. But hang on, I didn't just get stir fry. No way. On offer, were these Oreo donuts, and there are 2 packs. I think they're normally like £1.50 or £2 for both of them, reduced down to 30p. Dab to that, oosh. So I think, although I've saved 1,000 calories for the stir-fry recipe, I probably won't need all of them. So I'll probably have half a donut as well, just to show you guys. I'm thoughtful like that. 348 calories for each donut, by the way. You might not be able to tell on the screen, but these are tiny. Be careful, those of you who are donut addicts. I don't have them so much, so I'll be intrigued to try this one. Do you know what? I think this is the first time you've ever seen my loft on this channel. And I've had this channel for about 4.5 years. This is the secret lair. I'm actually looking for something which is very necessary, in my opinion, for whenever you're cooking a delicious meal. I'm not exactly sure where it is. Look at everything we have up here. We've got a little microwave, the old one over there, computer chairs, my sister's doll's house. Or was it mine? I believe what I'm looking for is over here. Sorry if you see my backside at the moment. It's a bit of a glute workout. Ooh. So I have to have a think here. Oh, what's that, I hear you ask? Albert, mate, what is it you're trying to find? Well, for any recipe which is delicious such as this one, well, I anticipate it is going to be every chef needs a chef's hat. Absolutely brilliant. Need to dice the onion because I've got a heavy 6-pound onion.
Big onion, look at that. Woo! To the good onion. Good onion is a heavy onion. This is a 6-pound onion.
Is this a better look? Or how's that? Or does it look slightly sinister? Chef Albert coming up. Da 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 da. Da da da. See you later. Da da da. Yes. On my days, I would so recommend you guys to do this. If you don't do it for your next meal, you are literally going to lose out in life and just with your appetite, because it's absolutely, this meal was sublime. Even if I do say so myself, I'm just talking about the combination of ingredients tasting nice. I added spray olive oil to the wok and then added the stir fry after that. You can use liquid olive oil if you'd like to. It's just down to personal preference. And you could use canola oil. You could use sesame oil. Just really depends on what you'd like to do. Then I added garlic granules and chili powder. That was my own little twist on it. But my mate did tell me to add garlic chopped up, which I should have done. Then I added butter after this, as well as the noodles, which I did in the microwave. You can do that on the hob as well, but I found it was it cooked really quickly in the microwave at power 800 watts, I think it was, for approximately 5 minutes. And then I added chopped chicken breast to it. You can do it from raw, which my mate recommended me to do, but I had to do it from raw because I think I was limited on time. And then here you're seeing me struggling to add a chicken stock pot, which was really good at enhancing the flavour. And then I added also, you'll see in just a second, but chow mein sauce. I've forgotten what brand it was, but making this recipe really wet is absolutely brilliant, just because of the amount of flavours that are going on. And it also helps you to feel more satisfied, just because I find having a more wet meal, moist, compared to dry meal, is just satisfies my taste buds a bit more. I think that's the right expression to use. I'm not really sure why, but you can see here me serving it up in a very succulent and Nigella Lawson way. If you know who Nigella Lawson is, then please let me know in the YouTube comments section, because she's quite popular in Britain and USA. I'm not sure if she's popular in any other parts of the world. This is the recipe. I'd recommend you try it. I know I go on about it a lot in this video, but please give it a go, because it's a really good, lower calorie, high volume recipe, which is really good to incorporate in a fat loss diet. Would you like to do a live taste test of mine, as well as the Oreo donut I got? Do you mind being on film?
No.
First of all, we try the Oreo donut. You don't have to. What do you think? I think it tastes quite... No, you cannot have your own portion. That's a bit... That would be bad for Dana.
That's lovely.
Do you like it? Bit cakey in the middle.
It is a bit cakey. Donuts are cake. Donuts are a cake, aren't they? Lovely.
Dad was sleeping. This is what a friend told me to try. Must have been wild.
Hot.
Did microwave it. So it's probably still
Ooh.
very...
What's the flavour?
There's chow mein sauce and a stock pot
Is
cube.
there chilli in the chow mein sauce, do you think?
I added a bit of chilli to it.
Ah,
Do you not like it? Do you like chilli?
delish. It's really delicious.
Alright, you're going now.
That's a lovely recipe, friend.
3, 2, 1. Time lapse.
Send me. I know you.
There again! I can't believe it. It's twice now that you've done that. You've been waiting here for me already. That's a bit weird. My hair is wet at the moment because I've just come back from a staff training session for lifeguarding where we're tested on our first aid ability out of the water and in the water, but it was fitness tonight. So I'm going to have to, before I get attacked by the Hoover, I'm going to put my wet stuff into the washing machine, my wet lifeguarding kit. And let me show you now, as part of the snack I'm going to have, it's one of these Dairy Milk, look at this, Dairy Milk pots of...
Joy to the world.
Shut up, music. Sorry, it's a Dairy Milk pot of...
Joy to the world.
Shush! It's a pot of joy. It's 160 calories and it's absolutely divine. I can't wait to show you, but I need to go inside first to say hello to my family. Now for a little snack. At 20 to 11 PM, I'm having that Cadbury's pot of joy. I'm pointing over there. I know you've no idea what I'm looking at, but I've got the pot of joy on the freezer over there. Then I'm going to have a packet of dark chocolate Sainsbury's Corn Thins, because I missed out on them earlier because I had my stir fry instead, which was a better choice. And then I've got 8 pieces of Sainsbury's Valley dark chocolate. How does it compare to Tesco? I hear you ask. It's better probably than Tesco's dark chocolate, but I have Tesco's one more frequently actually. I think I like them both equally the same. Then I'm having a caramel crunch bar from Tesco, as well as 3 cinnamon slices from Go Ahead, 63 calories per slice. And then 3 slices of the apple flavour from Go Ahead, 55 calories a slice. No idea why there's the calorie difference between these two, but these ones are chewy and the cinnamon ones are crunchy. So who knows, maybe there's extra calories because it's more crunchy. Don't know why that would be. I'm going to have this and then I'll bring you back for my next meal. The time is 10 to midnight and here is what I'm having for my last meal. But I'm going to give you a little tour of the kitchen because Mum has been at work doing some great stuff for the church cafe, as well as making some cake buns, I think they are over there, for friends. First of all, Mum's bought some Choco Caramel Curls from Lakeland, which you can put on ice cream and the topping of a cake, which look absolutely brilliant. For tomorrow, I'm personally not a fan of these. I mean, I do like them, but I like to go more for just a piece of meat. But these are Cornish pasties that Mum, I don't think is homemade. They have been shop bought but are in the oven. They're traditional Cornish pasties. Here are the plain cakes that Mum has made. I think they're going to be iced. If you have a Co-op, Tesco, Walmart near you, it's always worth going to the reduced section because they always seem to have an offer on. I think the most my dad has managed to do before is about 6 to 8 loaves of bread under the cost of £2 because they were all reduced to about 10-20p. That was absolutely brilliant, but those days are not so much now. They're more like, oh wait, that was 9p. 9p for a 400 gram loaf of bread. Boom. I look like an angel. And for my dinner here, I'm going to be weighing out 300 grams worth of this broccoli, carrots and green beans. Then over here, I'm going to weigh out 230 grams of white potato. And just under here, with a lovely message from Mum about enjoying it, I'm going to be having this chicken breast, which is seasoned with Italian herbs, chilli, garlic salt, I believe, as well as probably a bit more basil. I think Mum sometimes puts on it. There's loads of different stuff. It really makes the chicken taste nice and is really tender always. Mum sticks the chicken breast right under the grill, cooks it all the way through, and it's really succulent. I'm going to be having this and then I'll bring you back for when I have my epic dessert.
Darling, you